Hello everyone and welcome to the Daytona International Speedway for this year's running, the third annual Dinoco Cup Series Daytona 500. We've got a full field of cars here this evening as we are about to kick off Season 3. Season 2 was a great season, super competitive. You had Rich Mixon, the 36 car Rookie of the Year contender / champion. Rich Mixon won the Piston Cup last year, or I say last year, and Season 2 ended about 2 months ago, but last season, rather, was super fun. Anyways, we're about to kick off Season 3, and this guy was dominant in Season 2, and well, he's starting things off the right way, getting the pole for the Daytona 500. It's the 24 car, it's Jeff Corvette. Anyways, guys, quick rundown of how the rules work. You take the car, push them around the track, wherever it lands, you take it offset the inside. Jeff Corvette, let's say he goes right here, it's going to end up right here. And because it's a super speedway race, it's Daytona. If the 76 car goes all the way up here, he's actually going to be either probably behind the 24 car. Now, if he passes the 24 car and he goes around here, he's going to be in front of. You're either going to be directly in front of or behind the drivers. It's the way it's just how super speedway racing works. It creates pack racing, and it can cause wrecks and also a lot of passing. We saw a large, substantial amount of crashes during qualifying and practice. Anyways, here is the 24 car of Jeff Corvette. If a car makes any contact with another parked car, that's a multi-car wreck. If a car comes off the racetrack for whatever reason, that's a DNF. And if a car makes an abrupt stop, that's also a DNF. And yeah, super speedway racing, you're going to be either in front of or behind your competitor. And by the way, only top 10 get points. All right, Season 3 is underway. The green flag is in the air. The Dinoco Cup Series racing is back. Oh, and the 24 car. 24 car has flown right off of the racetrack, and that will result in a DNF for him. Here is the 76 of Krusty Rotor. He was very consistent last year. Didn't win, to my knowledge, but he still had a pretty decent year. Let's see what he can do. Ooh, and another crash. Another one bites the dust. Here's Lewis Hamilton in the 2 car. He had 2 races. He won last year, to my knowledge. I think it was Gateway. I want to say Bristol, but I'm not sure. Anyways, here's Lewis Hamilton. Excellent start. Lewis Hamilton will lead us off. Here's Max Chanel, who he's just making his second DCS Cup Series start. He's one of the Rookie of the Year contenders because last year he only ran 1 race. Therefore, he's still very much a rookie. But in his first start, he made everyone else look like fools, and he absolutely dominated. And that was at Indianapolis. He's batting 1,000 right now, 1 for 1. Max Chanel, the German racer. You know, he was very fast. I'll put it that way. Just came in and just, like I said, destroyed the field. Anyways, here's the 4 of Max Chanel. Holy cow, shot out of a cannon goes the 4 car. And the drivers from Season 2 who will not be returning to Season 3 include Ryan Inside Laney, Winfred Bradford Rutherford, and Slaughter Petrolski, the 74, 64, and the 12. The 74 and the 64 were replaced by Joseph Newcarden and Max Chanel, and nobody replaced the 12. Anyways, here is the 22 of Logano. And to the lead. And the way passing goes, if the nose gets to the tail end of another parked car, then that is a completed pass. So let's say the 92 is here. The 43, let's say he lands here. Well, let's say if the 92 is here and the 43 is right here. The nose gets to the tail end of that 92 car, that is a completed pass. That's the way passing works here in the Dinoco Cup Series. Here is 92 of Sheldon Shifter. And a pretty decent lap, but not a very fast one for the 92. And as I mentioned earlier, we only have 2 Rookie of the Year contenders. We'll have, of course, more rookies in the Dinoco 400, which that race is usually stacked, but 34 compared to, we had 35 full-time drivers last year, 34 this year. Still a substantial amount of cars. Here is the 43 of Ship Weathers, the King. Oh, and another crash. Here's the 37, the King. The King. Not a very fast lap for him whatsoever. He unfortunately is going to be in last place. And if it wasn't a super speedway race, he'd be all the way over there in turn 3. But he's just in last place. Well, last place being 5th place, which isn't terrible. And quick reminder, I said this earlier, but the top 10 get points. You win the race, you get 10 points. And you finish 10th, you get 1 point. Here's the 7 of Shu Todoroki. And the 7 did not have a fast lap there either. He was much faster in practice and qualifying. Not the best lap for the 7 by any means. Here is the 36 car of Rich Mixon, your Season 2 Piston Cup champion. This guy's a champion of the sport in his rookie year. The first rookie to win the Piston Cup. Not even McQueen did that. He would have done it had he not helped the King on the last lap back in 2006. But Rich Mixon, he may have won the Piston Cup, but he still has not won a race. And he wants to win. He wants to win badly. He made that perfectly clear. He wants to win. Here is the 36 of Rich Mixon. Oh, you're not going to win when you do things like that. Rich Mixon is out of the race. In his debut last year, he got a podium, finished 3rd. Here's the 5 car, the Spaniard, Miguel Camino. Still looking for his first Dinoco Cup Series win. Can he get it today? And shot out of the cannon. He's going to take 2nd place. Not a bad lap for him by any means. Here is last year's Dinoco 400 winner, Cal Weathers. And the reason I bring up the Dinoco 400 is because it is our Super Bowl. It is our Indianapolis 500. It is our Daytona 500. It is the biggest race of the year. Every driver wants to win it. And it is coming up. I know the season just started, but it is just coming up very shortly in early November. Anyways, here is Cal Weathers. Oh, Cal has crashed out of the Daytona 500. There he goes. He is done. And it's over for Cal Weathers. He will not compete for the win here at Daytona. As the leaderboard stays the same, Logano in first, and it's Camino, Chanel, Hamilton, Shifter, 37, and the 7. Here's the 9 car of Nigel Gearsley. Oh! And another crash. Another crash for the 9 car. That's unfortunate for him. He did pretty good in practice. Struggled a little bit in qualifying. He will not finish the Daytona 500. Well, guys, I believe half the field already is out. Only a handful of cars are on the track right now. It's crazy. The record for the most DNFs was Homestead of last year, and that was just a regular mile and a half. Only 9 cars finished that race. It was insane. It was crazy. Anyways, here's the 70 of Floyd Mulvihill. He won a race in Season 1. 5 to be exact. He won a race in Season 2. He's got the all-time winning... he's the Danico Cup Series all-time winningest driver with 6 wins. Can he keep that winning streak alive? Let's see what a 70 can do. And not a good lap. He didn't make an abrupt stop. It wasn't terrible. But he was stopped nevertheless. Which means that will result in a DNF for the 70 car. I'll just park him on pit road right there. Anyways, here is the French rally car, Raoul Sarrault, who had a great late race championship hunt last year. Didn't win it, but was in the fight late in the season to win it. Here is Raoul Sarrault. Squeaky and slow. Those are 2 things you don't want to be. Unfortunately for him, he will be in last place. Here is the 84 of Dave Alternators. Let's see what he can do. Oh! He's crashed out. Here is the 86, and he hinted retirement, but of course, he was just joking. Everything this guy says is satire. He's back for more. It's Chick Hicks. Let's be honest. I don't know that anyone wanted to see him back. He wrecked a lot of cars last year. Just like the real life Chick Hicks. Anyways, here's Chick Hicks and his HTB paint scheme. And didn't even complete a full lap. Wow. Half a lap. Did not complete necessarily a full lap for the 86 camp. He will be in last place, however, actually I'll put him out on the outside because he's not on the same lap as they are. Here is everyone's favorite driver, the number 95. Red and yellow. Ka-chow. Lightning McQueen. Oh, no! He's crashed out of the Daytona 500. No, we did not want to see that. McQueen is our favorite driver. He's my favorite driver. And we did not want to see that. Here's the 1 car of Ton Jr. Oh, didn't want to see that either. He's crashed out. Here's a Rookie of the Year contender in his 2nd Cup Series start. His first start was at the Danico 400 last year. It's Joseph Newgarden. Newgarden is back. Well, back in the Danico Cup Series in his 2nd start. Let's see what the rookie can do. Number 121. He wanted to be number 2, but that was already taken by Lewis Hamilton. But then he thought to himself, well, what if there was 2 number 2s? Because, there's William Byriff and Jeff Corvette. They both shared the 24. Well, then he thought, well, I want actually something special. So he used the number 121. He still has the 2 in it. Here is Joseph Newgarden. Oh, wow. When that car spins around, and he's going to take out the 92. That's unfortunate. As I mentioned earlier, half the field is in the garage. Just a crazy, crazy race we have seen here at Daytona. And we still have a lot of cars left to go. Here is H.J. Hollis. He was the fastest in practice, number 1. Let's see what H.J. can do. Oh, and a crash for H.J. Hollis. Nearly everyone's flying off the racetrack. It's crazy. Here is Carla Veloso. Oh, she's going to hit the 37. She's going to bump into the 37. The 37 is out, and she is out as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars, 7 cars actually remain here at Daytona. Here is Cruz Ramirez. And not a good lap whatsoever. But hey, at least she didn't crash out. So she might actually end up getting some points. Who knows? So she will actually be ahead of the 86 car because she was much faster than he was. Here is the 54 of Herb Kerbler. Oh, and another crash. Here's your Season 1 champion. You have to go all the way back to Season 1 when this guy won. He went winless in Season 2. He had a slump in Season 2, a hangover, a Piston Cup hangover. Just did not have a good year last year at all. He wants to rebound. It's Cam Spinner, your Dinoco 400 champ from Season 1, and your Piston Cup champion from Season 1. Let's see what Cam's got. Ooh, man. He had one on a, not necessarily good lap. Well, it was a good lap cooking, but yeah, he came to a stop, and that will result in a D and F. Oops, sorry. Here is the 20 car, Jackson Storm. Man, you've got to be kidding me. There he goes. And right, oh man, look, he almost took out the 7. He came close, but he did not take out the 7. 7 is safe. Just a handful of cars left to go, and it has been a nightmare. This race has been a nightmare for many. And the Daytona 500, the Daytona International Speedway is a behemoth of a racetrack. It's the beast. Here is the 90 of Paul Gonrev. And Paul Gonrev is not the best lap by any means. Unfortunately for him, he will be, it looks like he's going to be in last place. Well, I say last place, but he's actually going to be ahead of Chick Hicks because Chick Hicks didn't complete a full lap. I keep forgetting that. Here is Bobby Swift, Robert. Bobby Swift in the Octane Grain Machine. See what he's got. Oh, and he has crashed out of the Daytona 500. You guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We actually might break the record for already half the field's already in the garage, but we actually might break the record for the most crashes, most DNFs in a Danico Cup Series race, and it's insane. Here is the 62 car. Whoa, not a fast lap by any means, but 62 car will be, of course, in dead last, even behind Chick Hicks, but at least she did not crash out. Here is the 99 car of Danny Suarez. And not a fast lap whatsoever. I want to say that was the slowest lap of the day, but at least it didn't crash out. Anyways, the 99 car will be in on the lead lap, last place on the lead lap. Here is the 24 car of William Byrev. And that wasn't even that much better. That was a slow lap as well. A lot of these cars, I guess, don't have speed. It's crazy. 24 car will be behind the 99. All right, we're heading towards the end, the final stretch, the home stretch of the Daytona 500. 2 cars left to go. Here is the 23 of Bubba Wheelhouse. And Wheelhouse, not a good lap whatsoever. He's going to be in last place on the lead lap. And our final car to go, it is going to be the 10. He's won at this track before. It's the 10 of Eric Almirola. Let's see what the 10 can do. There he is. It's either going to be the 10 car or the 22. Ten car did not have enough. Well, he did. That's a lie. He had enough speed. He's going to get around the 23 because of the nose to the tail rule. He'll get around the 23 car of Bubba Wheelhouse. But that is it. That is it from Daytona. The checkered flag flies. Gogo Logano wins the Daytona 500. Logano survives the madness and wins here at Daytona. I can't even remember the last time he won a race. It's been so long. It's been a minute. For the 22, it sure has. But he prevailed. He is finally back in victory lane. 22 car. I think he's back. Coming in second, his best career finish. It's not what he wanted, but it's a good finish. It's Miguel Camino who comes in second. Coming in third, it's Max Chanel. Sure, he's not batting 1,000% anymore. He's 1 for 2 now, but hey, finishing first and third in your first 2 starts, that's still pretty darn good. Finishing 4th is Lewis Hamilton. Pretty solid day. Finishing 5th is Shu Todoroki. 6th is Raul Sarul. 7th is Cruz Ramirez. 8th is Paul Gonrev. 9th is Suarez. And 10th, the final car getting points, is William Byrev. 11th is I'm Rolling. 12th is Wheelhouse. And one lap down is Chick Hicks. And 13th and 14th is Ton. Anyways, guys, that is it from Daytona. What a wild race it truly, truly was. We didn't break the record, but we still had a lot of crashes. Not as much passing as I thought we'd see. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe to the Dynamic Cup Series. I am also at Dynamic Cup Series 4342 on Instagram. You can go follow me there. Go check that out. Until next time, guys, have a good one.